Welcome to my Sorare NBA journey. In this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how much profit or loss I've made during my about 2.5 months on Sorare NBA. I don't know the sport completely. I'm still trying to learn, but I think the returns will be pretty good. So I'd stay to the end to watch that. But we've got to continue with where we left off in the last episode. If you didn't watch or you don't remember, essentially we were entering what was called the Deck the Halls competition on Sorare. It was a little Christmas event they were running. I think what they wanted to do was give back to users or try and entice more users onto the platform over the Christmas period because the rewards were so much better than usual, and I thought I'm going to absolutely pinpoint and target that league. And that is exactly what we've done. We finished 33rd place. Absolutely monster scores. Everyone did their bit. I actually thought I'd finish higher. For ages, I was on 16th place, and then just before the rewards came out, I chopped to 33. But I'm not complaining at all. I put the reward out and I put a little preview or rundown of what happened with the team on my short. So be sure to check out that content. But of course, if you haven't watched that, I'll explain everything here. The reward I won, I was pretty pleased with, was Cole Anthony, who I'm trying to sell currently for about £93 in rare. So that's just absolutely fantastic, right? But on top of that, we actually made a profit from the team as well. Because if you look at the team here, it cost us 472. We managed to sell it for 536. This is all in pounds, by the way. Post-tax, so there's a 5% tax on sales on Sorare NBA cards. That was £509. Then I added the reward of Cole, right? Let's put him at £92. Let's say that's probably where he's going to sell. That'd make a profit or loss just on that one event of £128. There's definitely, if you know what you're doing, there's definitely opportunities in the Sorare market, even on NBA. So look out for those. A 27% ROI, if you want to call it an investment. This definitely isn't an investment. It should be treated as a sport or as a game, as a fantasy game, really. But a 27% ROI from one game week is just absolutely madness. I'm so pleased my team went off. A couple of caveats, obviously. So I haven't sold every single player in the team, so it's not a true realized profit. Players like Tatum and White, they play for Boston Celtics, so I'm kind of supporting in the basketball, so I like to keep them. Brunson, I thought did really well, so I was like, I'll hold on to him, see how he does. Luka, I thought I'd actually sell because although he's an absolute monster, I absolutely love him. When I was trying to reduce my exposure to NBA, cut down the amount of time I spend on the game, then going out and getting the most expensive player on the game, it didn't really make sense for too long. So I have actually sold him. I'll show you that sale. So picked him up for 296, sold him for 335. That was yesterday, I believe. So he's about similar value. Wouldn't expect him to drop much. One thing that did push me over the edge on selling him was this: 105 points. I actually didn't believe it. I woke up in the morning, I saw the score, and because I had entered him into a different division because I wasn't able to sell him last week, I actually did try to sell him before the 105, so I didn't expect this to come. But essentially, tried to sell him, didn't sell him, so I put him in the best team I could. And then I checked the scores, and it was like a special event of like offense only, and I was like, wow, that's a nice score. And then I thought, they must like double attacking stats or something, so it's not actually 105 points. Later in the day, I saw he got 60 points during the game or some absolutely ridiculous number. And I messaged like an NBA chat, and I was like, so did he actually score 105 Sorare points, or is it just glitched online? I genuinely thought it was a glitch for someone to score that high, but that is how high he popped off. And then you might be wondering, well, have you just won an absolute ton again? And we really hope, because this is the absolute monster team that Doncic was in, right? So he's got 111 points because of his bonuses here. White put up a just below average score. Tatum put up above average score. So the two players popping off leave us at 469th and probably still in the running for first place, realistically. But it all relies on Jalen Brunson actually playing. So I knew he was a doubt going into the game, but because I don't have much depth anymore because I've sold a lot of my players, I just didn't know what to do. So I was like, I'm going to have to stick with him and hope he plays. First game, didn't make. Next game, which is tonight, he's essentially a doubt. He's a game time decision, they call it. So if you're watching, you'll probably know the result, but let's hope it went well. No. Like I said, most of the players have been sold now. There's still the two rares remaining because I don't want to play the rare division anymore, just to take a little bit of exposure out, a little bit of time off my schedule. And then these are the players left. So a lot of the names, I'm sure, but I won't run through them now. It's just keeping you up to date with how the journey's going. Right then, so the stat you've all been waiting for, this is just for basketball, right? We started on October 28th, it's December 29th now, so that's actually just 2 months playing. At a maximum, we had a total amount spent on basketball cards of £633. At a peak then, we had a gallery value of about 1,176. But as you can see, as we've sold off every single player, we've actually broken into a profit in 2 months, right? So we have a realized profit of £62. So basically, essentially, of what we put in, and what we've taken out, we've got £62 left. But on top of that, our gallery valuation is still £453, which leaves us a total profit and loss of £516. That is just wild. I know I've said it so many times, but I actually had no idea about basketball. I only know essentially the big 3 or 4 names, right? And I've actually made a profit in 2 months. So that's why I'm happy to take some of the best players away. It's not optimal. The best optimal strategy would be to hold Luka and hope he runs with this form. But when essentially I can just free roll for the rest of my time on NBA, right? And if I lose all my money on players, I really don't care because I'm already free rolling, right? And I don't have to put so much time into it. Little things like training can be really beneficial to Sorare players. And I've spoke about it before, where you want optimal training. So all of your best common cards with 1 rare card or 1 limited card that you're trying to boost in XP, right? So I don't have to do any of that anymore. It's very strictly just fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. So then when we're looking at the fun, we're looking at the teams. I've got these common teams, which I never really put any emphasis in. I just kind of pick the numbers so they make the optimal number. But they could be injured, they could be out, I have really no idea. The contenders, like the best option I have for this game week, it's the one I actually build in Sorare Data's lineup builder and try and optimize my kind of stats compared to the projections and all the rest of it. And then the champion, but I don't think the champion team has any chance. I don't think Payne's playing. I think there's another couple injuries in there. But like I said, it's just fun now, so I can keep doing it. I can keep hoping for success. And if I see an opportunity in the market again, like Deck the Halls, I'm gonna jump straight back in because I'm absolutely loving Sorare basketball. In terms of the journey then, again, I don't know when the next journey will be. It could be a while because not much happens because I'm not paying too much attention to it, or they put an event out, or I get lucky, or a combination of the both. So thank you so much for watching. I don't know when the next episode will be, but subscribe for more because there's plenty of good content coming out, even if it's not basketball related. So yeah, all the best to you. Cheers. Thanks.